Hello everyone and welcome back to Mars for another nature figure review. Today we have a special one. We're going to be looking at the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Shadow from Jakks Pacifics. Now the one thing I will say is that apparently this is an unreleased figure that was not supposed to be released yet, I guess, because the movie's coming out in December. There hasn't been really any promotion other than what we already know, and now of course of the figures coming out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box here. I think the box art looks good. Unfortunately, it's not collector friendly, so once you get it out of the packaging, then that's pretty much, the damage is done at that point. But yeah, it looks really good. You can see Shadow here all the way down. The box art is looking good. You can see Shadow here, and then all the way down here you have Sonic. Now when you look on the back of the box, you can see you're getting like 22 points of articulation, which is pretty good because these hands actually are articulated. So today we're gonna find out if you can actually hold Uzis and weapons with this Sonic. And then down here at the bottom you see you have Mr. Eggman as well. Now he was also at Walmart, but I decided not to pick him up primarily because I'm a Shadow fan. I like Shadow. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get this figure out of the packaging and see what all it's about. Now what I'm gonna do is bust out this little knife here. I'm gonna try to be very careful when cutting around the card and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into this real quick, seeing how I do. Okay, so far not too bad. I think I'm doing actually a lot better than what I thought I was going to do. So that's always a good sign. We're here at the lake today and I wasn't expecting to do a review. Okay. Alright. Just about got her here. Alright, let's see how that does. Well, it's still, oh wow, it's really on there, so you really have to do the damage to get this figure out. Okay, so that was the best to my abilities. I think it turned out pretty good. We still have, like, the trim is good all the way around. And then put this over here. Here's our figure here. Now this is going to be your 5-inch scale, so not like the 3.5 or 4-inch that Jakks Pacific has been releasing for years now. Alright, quite the struggle to get them out, but out of the packaging. And here we go here. So yeah, as you can see, wow, this figure looks really good. Even the texture on the figure is pretty impressive here. Let's see. Get some more light on there for you. Yeah, it looks really good. And now it's probably going to be the most articulated figure really on the market like this. So he stands up pretty well. Alright, now before we carry on, let's go ahead and take a look at the size comparisons. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Deadpool. Here he is next to the SH Figuarts Naruto. And then lastly, here he is next beside the Storm Collectibles Evil Ryu. Now, let's continue. Got some good movement in the neck. We're about to take a look at the articulation. I just want to see what's going on here. The legs may be a little bit weak, but I think in the end it's going to be just fine. So let's go ahead. Before we get into articulation and things like that, let's go ahead and see if he can hold any of these weapons. That's going to be a big component for a lot of folks. I mean, this may be the definitive 5-inch Shadow figure on the market, really. Especially if he can hold some Uzis. So, here's our weapon here, courtesy of Deadpool. And the moment of truth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, looky there. He can hold weapons. So that is going to be a huge win for this figure and for Jakks Pacifics. But let's keep going. Let's see how far down we can go with this. All right. Let's try this guy right here. So even here you can see that the figure can hold a weapon. But we're going to keep going and see how far this goes. Yeah, I mean, even down to the little pea shooter here. And then lastly, we've got this one right here. And look at that. It actually works. That's freaking incredible. Let's have him dual wield here. Yeah, so with them making this choice with the articulated hands, I mean, they did right. They did really good. And for $15, this is a solid price. A pickup if you can find this figure. I'm not sure how it's all going to go down. Right now, this figure is selling on eBay for $150. And I've seen listing prices for $350. So this is absolutely insane, right? For the most part. But also, the figure on its own is well worth the $15. And I'm so lucky my Walmart had this shadow figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. So he can look down this much, which isn't too crazy. He can look up this much as well. Now the eyes, I do want to point out, has like a plastic to it, so it kind of makes him pop a lot more. They did a really great job with this figure, and I believe Keanu Reeves is going to be the voice for this figure, or for the character. So there's your head movement there. He can of course lean side to, or look side to side, lean a little bit side to side, and there's your look up there. And again, just really taking in the texture of the figure. This is really, really good stuff. So let's take a look at the arms here. You can get your T-pose. Double jointed arms as well. I mean, this is pretty sick. And there's like a little bit of butterfly joints in there as well. So he can even cross his arms. Oh, look at that. I mean, we're doing stuff now. This is it right here. Holy shit. Okay. You have your bicep swivel. The arms do grip and non-grip and stuff. And then you do get a twist here at the abdomen as well. You have a little twist there. You twist the lower body, upper body. So I'm just trying to see how I would. I think the only thing that's going to be bad on this figure is probably going to be like the legs. So something like this. Pretty cool. Now for the legs here, looks like you can do a minimum split. But then can you get the... So the legs actually go out and around, not straight up. But I guess with a little bit of maneuvering, you can kind of get it there. It's not a full 90, it's more like a 70, but it's up there. It's pretty damn good. Let's see, so twist that back around. And the knees, I want to say that the knees are going to be double jointed knees there. And now when you get down to the feet, oh, they even extend out. Wow. A little bit of rocking movement as well. That's always nice. And you can see the details here. Yeah, Jakks Pacific, man, they did an outstanding job. Seriously, look at this figure, bro. Holy shit. This is pretty awesome. Yeah, and so you do get your butterfly joint in there as well. For $15, you can't beat this. Wow. And he can hold weapons. Let's see if he can even hold the knife. Yeah. He can even hold the knife. Incredible. Really a great job here. So yeah, if you are lucky enough to head into Walmart anytime soon, and you see this figure, man, you better grab this figure. Look how great it looks. For the price point, the paint application, the texture on the figure, all the way down to like the shoes of the figures and things like that. I mean, I am just blown away. And I was going to keep this figure like sealed. I'm super glad I decided to open it because this may be, this may make top 10 of the year. So thank you all for watching. Please comment below. I know a lot of you Jakks Pacific enthusiasts out there are going to be pretty excited for this release or upset because this figure is kind of in the wild right now. It's almost a myth, right? Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time. Until then, peace.